23-year-old Nilab Durrani is one of the few women driving instructors in Afghanistan. She runs the first of its kind driving school for women in the country. She launched it a year ago in Kabul and was planning to open another school this year. But her plans have now been dashed with the return of the Taliban.
Since the previous government collapsed, we have not registered a new student till now. And also, no one has contacted us to get registration.
In Herat, cyclist Sharara Sarwari had been training to compete abroad and represent her country on a global stage. After the Taliban took over the city, they seized her bike and those of her teammates. She now cycles around a courtyard on her brother's bike, too scared to go out on the streets.
Since I was a child, I was very interested in cycling. And in recent years, I have been working on cycling. But unfortunately, since the day Taliban came to power, all my dreams in terms of cycling have been reduced to zero. And I have no hope at all that one day I can compete abroad or represent Afghanistan as a cyclist.
Nilab Durrani and Sharara Sarwari are just two faces of this story. Thousands of Afghan women have been forced to give up on their dreams in a similar manner. Some are fighting to break the shackles imposed on them. Others have simply given up, fearing for their lives. The Taliban's diktats, meanwhile, are getting more draconian with each passing day. On September the 18th, the Taliban ordered schools to reopen in the country, but barred women from returning. A diktat issued by the Education Ministry ordered male teachers and students to attend classes, but made no mention of women teachers or female students. Meanwhile, at universities in Kabul, a strict gender segregation policy is being imposed. The Taliban have banned co-education. They've asked women to attend classes behind curtains or simply go back to colleges in the provinces they came from. The diktats are not restricted to women. They target every aspect of life in Afghanistan. Take law and order, for example. A few days ago, the Taliban hanged 4 dead bodies at various public spots in Kabul. And this week, some images have emerged. They show 2 starving boys tied to a wooden post after they were accused of stealing bread to feed their families. In another part of the country, they blackened the face of a thief and put him on public display. And in yet another place, a thief caught stealing tires was presented with a tire necklace and paraded through the city. Are such punishments going to be the new norm in Afghanistan? They look like they will be, and on a much more brutal scale. Mullah Nuruddin Tarabi is in charge of prisons in the country and the chief enforcer of Islamic law, says that executions and amputations will return to the country and will have to be followed at any cost. He also warned the international community against interfering with these rules by saying, "Everyone criticized us for the punishments in the stadium, but we have never said anything about their laws and their punishments. No one will tell us what our laws should be." The diktats are as brutal as they are bizarre. In Afghanistan's Helmand province, the Taliban have banned hairdressers from shaving or trimming beards, saying that it breaches their interpretation of the Islamic law. They've also instructed salons to not play music or hymns. There are new diktats for foot soldiers too. Maulawi Muhammad Yaqub, the defense minister of the Taliban, has warned foot soldiers against taking selfies, wearing stylish clothes, or stepping out for sightseeing in Kabul. He has also asked them to improve their appearance by ensuring that their beards, hair and clothes are in line with Islamic rules. All these stories and developments signal a return to the Taliban's brutal tactics of their previous regime. Not only will they undo decades of progress made in the country, they will also take Afghanistan back in time. Bureau Report, WION World is One.